Hi guys, how are you? This is going to be another video where I answer a question that I get really often in my apps, and that is, how do I open a store or a boutique, right? Many people dream of opening a store one day, and it is not an easy business to start, to be honest. I mean, often, let's say if you have a restaurant or a spa, which are videos I did recently, those are difficult businesses. I mean, brick and mortar businesses, they're difficult because they require capital to start. The challenge with opening a store is that you have another difficulty on top of all the other difficulties, right? Because a lot of your sales are going to be occurring online and not through you, right? So people will come to your store. Let's say that you're selling pillows. I don't know, something. You're selling something. They come to your store and they're like, wow, this is great. And then they'll go on their mobile phone and be like, oh, well, it's $10 cheaper online on Amazon.com. Click, 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 buy. Thank you. So they felt your product, they sampled it, they tried it on, whatever the product was. They're like, oh, it's very interesting. They got your help. You maybe explained to them about the product. You like as a salesperson in the store or something. And they're like, great, thank you. Chick, chick, chick. They bought it in a different store online for cheaper, right? And that's the challenge that you will have, right? And even like restaurants or spa or other kind of brick and mortar businesses, they don't have that challenge. They have other challenges that you have, but that challenge, I mean, you can't eat online. I mean, if you want to go to a restaurant, you have to go to a restaurant, right? So, you know, spa, you gotta go to this physical spa. To buy a product, you can buy it online. So, and you never know how many sales you're actually losing to your to the internet world, right? You actually, your customers don't tell you, hey, I bought from them instead of you. So you will never know. But statistics show that brick and mortar sales are declining and online sales are inclining, they're growing. And so year after year, the trend is to not buy in the stores, but to buy online. So what you've had to do is figure out a way to attract people to buy in your store. So your store must be a little bit more than just a store now. It's got to be an experience, right? And I'll leave sort of up to you how to do that. But you can have events, you can have showrooms, you can charge the people to come into your store. Although I'm very not sure about that model, because I mean it's a kind of a model, charging for people to come into your store is a model that people are talking about now, just because it's so hard to make a sale once a person is inside your store, because they'll just buy on Amazon.com. But I'm not excited about that approach, because the strongest thing in the store that you have is the ability to draw the foot traffic. So you don't want to stop them from coming into your store. But just because it's that difficult now to make a sale inside the store, people are almost thinking to begin charging. But regardless, you do want to make your store a more and more and more of an attraction. And the more and more and more people come to your store, not just the immediate shoppers, but the browsers, the whatevers, some of those, a small percentage, but some of those will convert into buyers. You know, maybe they like you, maybe they want to support your store, maybe it's actually convenient for them to have that thing right there and now, whatever. So, but you gotta kind of think about how to make your store more than just a store, right? Because products, people can buy, like just buying products, people do it online. But people have experiences in stores, right? They have experiences, they can't have them online. They have to have them in physical things, physically. But so think about when you're starting a store, yes, there are, you know, you got to manage your inventory, you have to raise money to open a store, you got to get your permits, you got to manage employees. There are those concerns which are standard. They've always been around, and they're around for spas and restaurants, yes. But you have that extra concern, which is to make sales is very hard. And I'd almost put that first, because if you don't have an interesting store idea or a plan for how you will fight that kind of you know, online sales that's stealing all your sales, I would maybe, you know, maybe it's a little early to start a store, because, you know, I mean, you have to have a plan for making sure that the actually sales happen, right? So that's really what I want to emphasize when it comes to opening a physical store or a boutique. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope it was insightful. If you have interesting ideas of how to make your kind of store idea really interesting and almost an experience rather than just a store, comment. I'd be curious to know. We can have a discussion right in the comments here. And of course, please subscribe to my channel. And of course, if you are looking to start a business, I have created mobile apps which help you they help you with business ideas, business planning, marketing, and fundraising, which are all things you will need if you start a store. And they're available on iOS, Android, Kindle if you search for Problemio in them, or if you go to problemio.com, I'll have the link. Problemio.com has the links to the apps, and of course I'll have the links to the apps in the description of this video. Thank you for watching, guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.